What's up, guys? This is Easy, and this is episode 2 of One More Week to Greatness. We are deciding, actually I decided, to re-roll an account. I did have an account left over that I was trying to play with when I first started making accounts. When I found out you could re-roll it, I ended up having lightning on this account. And is this Chizuru? Hold on, I totally just forgot who this was. Chizuru. So I wanted to keep him in the main group just because on my other accounts I ended up having just a really hard time later in game not having any attackers. So I ended up just keeping or starting this one actually 4 days ago. I'm gonna go into here and show you my progress 4 days ago. So I end up, as you can see on the screen, that I have I'm only on day number 5. I think the first day I logged in was actually the me creating the account. So over the last 4 days I've made a little bit of progress. I haven't made it too far to in the scenario because of the event going on, March on Ifrits. I end up getting about maybe 10,000 points just rolling around on there. Right now I don't have that many points. As you can see in my achievement status, I'm just kind of rolling through on here, going through the accounts. I'm just so far getting the Cobalt Winglet. So I'm only at 132,000 points on this account. I did get a Minfilia in this account. What I really hoping to do over this next week is to really grind it out, get enough points, and maybe get Ishtola through the just rolling the red coins, I think is what you're getting. So I'm hoping to get her as a main healer. I did buy the golden tickets and I got Luca here, my little girl Luca. She ended up being on my other account as the main healer. I'm not really seeing her do her job very well just based on her kit. I'm not liking her kit too much. I'm also still really early in game, 4 days in. Looking over this account, I've only gotten to Port City Load-in. I'm still finishing up the Royal Capital Grand Shelt quests. So my gear is severely lacking. I haven't even walked into Port City. So I'm still very early game. Not really too worried about it too far, 4 days in. I'm really trying to grind out the current events, this Aurosite of the Chosen. I'm going to walk into here, going to show you where I'm at in progression, just because I'm trying to figure out what to buy as an early game player. So going in here, I have 9,320. That's not too bad, because what I'm trying to do is, I noticed when the event came out, I actually started getting all the friends like Orlando, who had Orlando and all those guys from the event. Like I said, I end up rolling a couple of I want to say scrolls, but that's a totally different game. The summoning tickets. I end up getting the summoning tickets here. Those end up popping Luca. I end up getting another hero that I think I sold on accident, but I'm trying to figure out what heroes are so good for me. What I'm thinking about doing, I end up watching Vordy's videos, and it gave me kind of an idea on what I should be focusing on. The white staff I'm not really gonna get. It's not really a big thing for me. just because I know early game you could end up getting better like attack based weapons for your healers. So it's kind of like a give and take right now. Looking at the White Cane, I'm really hoping for Y'shtola. I think Vorty was saying that there's going to be another event later on where you can get her. So if I don't get her this round, I'm looking forward to getting her the next round when we can get those again. The next, I guess, elemental event. So with the 9,300, I'm still gonna hold off until the end of the week to actually buy anything. What I do want to get is the Durandal. I know it's probably not the best thing to do to like dump all of your points all into one character, but looking at the weapons, I don't know if Excalibur is going to help me later on, what I'm looking forward to do with that weapon. This is primarily going to be a free-to-play account, so I'm going to see where we can go on to there. I'm going to give you like my idea on what I should be using the Lapis Crystals on as a free-to-play player 4 days in on this account specifically, and we'll move on from that. So I don't have Orlando, so I'm not going to be picking up the Crushed Helm. I might pick up 5 of the Poach, 5 or 6, just so I can pair it. So this apparently gives 15% attack boost to the Plantoid, Avian, Beast, Aquatic, and Dragon monsters. Still trying to figure out where I can use that specifically early game. On my other account, I end up getting, I guess, maybe half of the way? Maybe a third of the way through the scenario. There were a few dragons. I think this could help out. That's going to be only like 6,000 points. If I pick up 5, 7,200 to pick up 6. So I'm looking maybe at getting that. The live fonts, I might pick up 1 or 2, depending on how many points I get by the end of the week. First Strike, I don't really plan on getting it based on my units right now. I probably could be able to get it, but that's not really my focus right now. Since I'm still working on leveling my units, I guess the 6-star material, the Awakening material, those are what I'm kind of like holding off on right now, depending on what specifically I'm doing on with that. So we'll kind of see. I'm probably going to get the Sacred Crystals just because I know this 5 and 6-star leveling material. And my guys are still at level 4. So we're going to see where we go from there. And I don't think I'm going to end up buying the rare summoning tickets just based on the points that I'm getting. I'm doing really good, like I said, because I'm just grinding it out. Some people run macros on this account. I'm just trying to see what's the best way to move forward in game. Still doing a lot of research on weapons and where I'm going on from there. So looking at my units and looking at I guess more toward end game and where I'm at, because you always want to start end game and figuring out what you're gonna plan on doing straight from the get-go. So I'm gonna end up like leveling Lightning. I think she's gonna be primarily one of my attackers at this point in time. I'm going to level Chizuru and Luca at this point in time. I'm gonna end up taking Laswell out. I don't know who I want to put in. I might decide to start leveling Minfilia just because of the events. I'm gonna get a couple more of her. I'll be able to get the Trustmaster up. The Hidalayan Guard. This might be worth it to get, just so I can see where we're going on from there. And then with this guy, Thancred, I'm just going to, I guess, level a couple of them for now, and just sell the unit. I don't really plan on keeping him. I'm going to get the Follower's Oath out here just because it's 10% HP and attack. That's gonna help out early game, at least for me, on my attacker or the people I know that need a little bit more of that HP boost. So that's where I'm going on from that point of view. Grinding out 19 ranks wasn't too bad. So like I said, what I'm doing is how I'm getting so many points. I'm actually got more points on this account running the beginner, I guess chosen by the stone, the beginner. So what I'm doing is, like I said, I end up just running through here and I'm just looking through my friends list, seeing if Orlando pops up, or Soleil, or Ovelia, and I just run it from here. That gives me an extra 40 points. That's actually 20 more points than running it on intermediate, and it cost me less energy. And that's how I'm able to get over 9,000 points so far. Actually, it's more like 15,000 at this point in time, just because I bought the golden ticket, or the rare tickets. So that's where I'm going on with that. I've not, again, on this account, I haven't spent any lapis on any summoning. So right now, I'm just going to be hoarding the lapis until I can figure out what I'm going to do with it later on. I really want to save it for a later game. I know that's kind of a really far shot out to just holding on to lapis, but delayed gratification isn't really like a hard thing for me if I know my goal. I really want to use it for like a lot more than 29 energy, because 29 energy isn't going to get you very far. So I'm just going to grind out this March on Ifrit and this R side of the Chosen. That's where I'm at right now until the end of the week, until I figure out, or until the game developers put out another event. My focus is here. That's where all my energy is going, and I'm just pushing out March on Ifrit. Again, I want Ishtola as a primary healer. I think she's good. She's gonna be like a 6-star. And I'm also learning to keep all 6-star monsters, regardless of who they are or whatever the reviews are saying on... What website am I on? I'm using this FFBE walkthrough, which is the exviusgamepedia.com. That's kind of helping me out right now, get through the quests and kind of generally give me an idea on who's better. But I'm finding out that not all of it is legitimate and true. So I'm just gonna hold on to this stuff and then build them out, and we'll see where we go from there. Again, this is totally a free-to-play account until I tell you guys that I'm deciding I'm gonna put some money into it. So not very much to say for a beginning account. I'm just gonna grind out R8 of the Chosen, March on Ifrit, and I'll let you know what I pick up at the end of the week and how many points that I've spent. I hope you enjoy me on this journey and figuring out how far and how hard I can grind this as a free-to-play player. And if you have any questions or have anything I can help you with along the journey, just let me know. Feel free to like and subscribe. Please let me know how well I'm doing and how I can give you guys more content, or what kind of questions you have for me, or if you have any tips for me, that would be great. And I will see you in the next video.